introductions. And how is the weather in Hanoi today, Mrs. Ha?
Terrible hot.
Terrible hot, is it? Always when you're on Zoom, it looks so cool because I can see the palm tree and the beach behind you.
Mm.
It looks very nice, very cool. Okay, so who have we got so far? Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm a bit sleepy, I guess.
You're a bit sleepy. Okay. Welcome to the class. Hope you've had a good week. Hello, Hakan. Hello, Hakan.
Thank you.
Hello.
He's coming. Hello, Hakan. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. Welcome to class. Hello, Zung Ha.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
A little bit hot.
A little bit tired. Okay. Well, I hope you've all had a good week and I hope it's not too hot where you are. So just waiting a little bit for the others. I think we've only got 3 students so far. Is everyone coming, Mrs. Ha?
No one told me.
No one said they are not.
Yeah. But mhm.
Okay, so I can see Tone is coming. Tone is connecting. Yeah. By the way, Mrs. Ha, can you see me okay?
Yeah, I can
is there
see
enough
I
and
can
there's
see
enough
wow.
light?
Yes.
There's enough light? Okay, good.
Wow, as well.
Okay, good. Because like I say, I've set up a whole new little office here so I can do the lessons. Okay. Hello, Tone. How are you?
Can you see me?
I can see you, Tone. How are you?
Just
Okay. Is Paula coming, Mrs. Ha?
I'm so sorry. She is at my parents' house, but I'm contacting her now.
Okay.
Because
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So she is supposed to be joining us.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, while I'll just give a couple of minutes for the others, see if the others come late. Otherwise, we'll start. Michael, what have you been doing this week?
Oh, I've been making friends with the new class.
Oh, you have a new class.
Yeah, like
What
I
do you mean?
already went to school now.
Yeah, you mean a new school class?
Yeah.
Okay. How's it going so far?
Pretty much a little bit bad because I'm a bit shy with the new students.
Uh-huh. So are you in a different school as well, or just a different class?
Yeah, also this in school.
Different school. Okay, that must be hard. I hope it's going okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Hakan, what have you been doing this week?
I just stay at home and do housework and homework this week.
Okay. Oh, great to hear you're doing housework, Hakan. That's very good. Good for you. I'm sure your mother is very grateful. I'm sure she's very happy. Okay, Zung Ha, what have you been doing this week?
I'm doing nothing. I just get ready for my new school.
Okay, when does that start? When do you start the new school?
I don't know.
You're not sure when it starts?
Yeah, it's not send me the schedule to me yet, so I don't know when.
Okay, so you have to say they haven't sent me the schedule yet. They haven't sent me the schedule.
They haven't sent me the schedule.
Correct, much better. Yeah, you never say they not send me the schedule yet. That is not good English. So you have to say they haven't sent me the schedule yet, or they have not sent me the schedule yet. Okay, Tone, what about you? What have you been doing this week?
I'm really happy this week. I'm prepared for camp next week. Like robotics camp.
Sorry, what is happening next week?
I have a camp next week.
A camp.
Yeah.
Okay. A camp outside Hanoi somewhere?
Now it's in the Mercury Center.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good. I see Nock has joined us. Hello, Nock. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Good. Welcome to class, Nock. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Okay. And Min Duk is here. Hello, Min Duk. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to class, Min Duk. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. So we'll get started now. So I will show you what we're going to be doing today. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do with you, I'm going to give you a test. Most of you will remember these tests. We did do them some months ago, but I'm going to repeat them because one, for revision, okay, and two, well, I want to see if you have improved. Now, these two tests there, I think they're very easy now for people of your experience and ability. So you should all get pretty close to 100%. We're going to be doing some speaking. All right. I'm going to be talking about, or you're going to be telling me about your favorite restaurant. We're going to be using these adjectives, and we're also going to be doing some writing. So that is our class for today. So first of all, to the tests. Let's have a look at test one in just a moment. Okay. I hope you can all see test one. This is on articles. You might remember that I've said to you before that articles, they're only little words, but they're very important for speaking English correctly. If you leave out the articles in a sentence, even though people will understand your sentence, it doesn't sound like you are speaking very correct English, though, if you leave them out. So it's important to use articles. And the articles, of course, are the, are, and an. They are the main ones. The, are, and an. Okay, so please just take a minute to look at the 9 sentences and decide which article is missing from each of the gaps. And as I said, articles are usually the, are, and an. And again, I say, if you don't use articles correctly, it shows you are not speaking English very well. They are little words, but you need to use them in order to show that you are speaking English well, especially in an exam, but also in day-to-day conversation. All right, let's start. Michael.
Yep, I'm good.
Hello, Michael. Can you please read sentence 1 and can you put in the correct articles, please?
All right. The test measure and concentration of acid in the stomach.
Okay, so what are the 2 missing articles, Michael?
And concentration of acid in the stomach.
Okay, so the is the article that is missing in both those cases. In both those gaps, the is the article that's missing. Thank you, Michael. Hakan. Hakan.
It took an incredibly long time for the results to be announced.
Okay, that's good, Hakan. What is the missing article? Can you tell me again, please?
An
An, A-N, An. So it's the same, and you pronounce it just like a girl's name, Anne. And
Okay.
it took an incredibly long time for the results to be announced. Thank you, Hakan. That's I guess it's number 3, because we've already had 2 missing articles. Okay, so hopefully you've all got 3 out of 3 so far. Zong Ha.
Yes.
Okay, can you read number 3, please, Zong Ha, with the correct article?
A high percentage of businesses fail in the first year.
Okay, good reading, Zong Ha. And what is the missing article again, please?
Right? Oh,
Ah.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. A is right, but of course, is how you pronounce it. Okay, so was the missing article. That's 4 we've had now. Tone.
Yeah.
Okay, same for you, Tone. Number 4, please.
The study found that a significant number of people had 2 cars.
Okay, good reading, Tone. What is the missing article? Correct. A significant number of people had 2 cars. Okay. Was the missing article. Thank you, Tone. Number 5, knock.
I'm here.
Number 5, please.
Okay, all children should receive a basic education.
Okay, and what is the missing article again? Correct. Is the missing article for number 5. Number 6, Minduk.
These changes have succeeded to a certain extent.
Correct. Extent. That's good reading, Minduk. Okay, and remember the A is always pronounced A. Okay, these changes have succeeded to a certain extent. So again, is the missing article. All right, Michael, back to you. You get to do 2. You get to have 2 goes. Number 7, please, Michael.
The HR department deal with the recruitment of the new staff.
Correct. And what is the missing article again, Michael? The is correct. Thank you, Michael. Hakan, number 8, please.
What is the significance of these figures?
Good reading. And the missing article, Hakan, is the. Correct. Well done. Thank you. And last one, Zung Ha, number 9, please.
Has an excellent command of English.
Okay, and the missing article is
And
correct. Well done. Okay, 100%, everyone. That's very good. 100%. That's great. So no one made any mistakes in their reading, and I hope you got 100% too. You should by now be very familiar with these. So getting 100% is great. I'm very pleased about that. All right, we're going on now to test number 2. By the way, are there any questions about those articles? No? Good. All right. And the other thing that you should be able to do easily now are prepositions. All right. Again, prepositions are small words in, of, to, by, and at are the main prepositions. In, of, to, by, and at. And again, you should be able to get 100% of these by now. So where did we get up to? Tone.
Yeah.
Can you do number 1 for me, please, using the correct preposition?
There has been a slight rise in the number of women employed.
Okay, and just to be sure, what is the correct preposition, Tone?
In.
In is correct. Thank you, Tone. Knock.
I'm here.
Okay, Knock. Number 2, please.
Experts expect there to be a fall by approximately 30% over the next decade. So by is the answer.
Okay. Knock, by is not correct. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have another try, please.
A fall of approximately 30%.
Yeah. Of is the correct preposition in this case. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Experts expect there to be a fall of approximately 30% over the next decade. If the sentence was a little bit different, Knock, then you would use by. Okay. But the way the sentence is structured, it has to be of. To be a fall of approximately 30%. If the sentence said something like, let me see, exports will fall by approximately 30%, by would be the correct preposition in that sentence. If the sentence said, exports will fall by approximately 40% or 30%. All right, but in this case, because the sentence is structured this way, experts expect there to be a fall of approximately 30%. So whether you use by or of just depends on the words that come before it. So you just have to be a little bit careful with that one. So a bit of a tricky one, Knock. All right, Minduk, number 3.
On-demand TV has led to a decline of the number of people watching live TV.
Okay, have another go, Minduk. It's not the one you chose. It's not of, okay? It's not of.
Decline to the number.
Okay, it's not to either. All right, which only leaves in, all right? Has to be in. A decline in the number. A decline in the number. Okay, I've talked before about clumps of words that often go together. Okay, and this is one of these. Decline and in go together very often. Sometimes decline of goes together, never decline to. Okay, so it is usually decline in is the preposition. In is the preposition that follows decline mostly. And again, it depends on the context of the sentence. On-demand TV has led to a decline in the number of people watching online TV. Okay. Number 4, please. Michael. Welcome back, Michael.
Hello.
Hello. Number 4.
We have seen an increase by only 0.5% during this past year.
Aha, it's not by. It's not by. Michael.
Increase of.
Of, yes. Increase of. So exactly the same thing I was talking about before with Minduk. When you're looking at words that go together, it's usually increase of. Increase of very often go together, okay? Just as decline in go together, increase of goes together about 80% of the time. And again, it just depends on the context of the sentence. Okay, Hakan, number 5, please.
I think it's 2.
All right, can you read the sentence, please?
Researcher observed change. No, I think it's in educational levels.
Correct. It is in. Well done. You changed your mind correctly. Okay. To educate. Yes. If you use to, the sentence would still make sense. All right. But in this case, in English, in is the correct choice. Okay. To might be right sometimes, and it wouldn't be, it still makes a correct sentence, but the phrase that's most usually used is observe changes in educational levels. Okay, well done, Hakan. Zong Ha,
Yes.
number 6.
The survey hopes to track trends for consumer spending
Not for.
in consumer spending.
In consumer spending is correct. The survey hopes to track trends in consumer spending. Okay, these ones are a little bit tricky, a little bit harder than I thought. So I'm glad I'm giving you practice in this. The survey hopes to track trends in consumer spending. Again, the words trends and in are the ones that usually go together more than the others. But again, it depends on the context of the sentence. All right, number 7, please. Tone.
The health service spent a total of $2.5 billion last year.
Correct. Of is the correct preposition. The health service spent a total of $2.5 billion last year. Well done, Tone. Knock, please. Knock.
I'm here.
Number 8, Knock.
Okay, the new figures show a drop of 10% in student numbers.
Okay, very good reading, Knock, except it's not 10%. What does it say?
Oh, 5%.
Well done, 5%. Okay, 5% in student numbers is correct. Well done. Okay, Minduk, number 9. Number 9, Minduk.
Students now have more reading material available to them on.
Sorry, Minduk, can you still hear me? You dropped off at the last few words. Can you read the sentence again, please, Minduk?
Students now have more reading material available to them on the internet.
Correct. Well done, Minduk. On the internet. On is the correct preposition. And Michael, you get the last one.
More than 54,000 babies were born last year, a rise of 10% on the previous years.
Okay, and the preposition, Michael, is again?
Of.
Of is correct. Well done, Michael. Okay, so a few tricky ones there. I'll just run through them again for you, okay, so that you are sure which ones are correct. There's been a slight rise in the number of women employed in. Experts expect there to be a fall of approximately 30% over the next decade. Of is the correct one in that sentence. On-demand TV has led to a decline in the number of people watching live TV. In is the correct one. We've seen an increase of only 0.5% during the past year. Of is the correct one. Number 5, researchers observed changes to educational levels. In educational levels, I think is more correct. In, but to is not wrong, but in is more common. Number 6, the survey hopes to track trends in consumer spending. In consumer spending. Again, you could use to, but in is more common. but 4 is definitely wrong in that sentence. Number 7, the health service spent a total of $2.5 billion last year. Number 8, the new figures show a drop of 5% in student numbers. Again, you could possibly use 2, but in is more common. Students now have more reading material available to them on the internet. And number 10, more than 54,000 babies were born last year, a rise of 10% on the previous year. So prepositions a little bit tricky, okay? Just a little bit tricky. And really the only way to learn these is just through practicing reading, okay? The more you read, the more used you will get to these clumps of words that go together. All right, are there any questions about any of that, please? All right, I see Paula's joined us. Hello, Paula, how are you?
Oh, hi, I'm great.
Good. You're at your grandparents this afternoon,
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. How are your grandparents? Are they okay?
yeah, they're fine.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, all right. Paula, seeing as you've just joined us, all right. Paula, what are the 4 P's? Can you remember?
Presentation,
Not presentation, no.
projecting.
Yes. Yeah, all right. These are to do with speaking, remember? The 4 P's to do with speaking. Projecting
Pitch.
is, yes, that's 2. Projecting, pitch. Any more?
I don't quite remember.
Okay. Remembering 2's not bad, 50%. Michael.
Yep.
Okay, what are the other P's? Can you remember? Paula has given us projecting and pitch.
Projecting and pitch.
Yeah,
We got pace
we have now. That's 3.
and
There's one more.
projecting, pace, pitch, and pause.
Yes. Well done, Michael. Very good. Excellent. And you paused before you said that. Very good. Okay. Projecting, pitch, pace, and pause. Okay, I'll keep reminding you of these because I think they're very useful tools to have whenever you are speaking. In Vietnamese, I'm thinking as well as in English. To remember these principles is very useful, especially if you're speaking in front of other people. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of speaking practice now. But first, before we do this, I just want to run through these adjectives with you, because I'm going to get you to try and use some of them in your talk to me. Now, I think most of you will know most of these words, but we're going to run through them just quickly. All right. The first one is bitter. That's fairly obvious. Burnt is also fairly obvious. If something is burnt, you know when it tastes burnt. This one, maybe not so obvious. Zung ha.
Yes.
Zung ha, what does creamy mean? Creamy.
Creamy is like,
Can you give me a synonym?
I cannot give a synonym, but I can describe it's like a little bit like ice cream or some ingredient when you make cake. It got a creamy ingredient.
Yes, so if something tastes creamy, I'm thinking of a word that begins with S. Zung ha, a word that begins with SM. If something is creamy, it is SM, SMO. Does that give you any clues, Zung ha?
Smoothie?
Or getting close, what was the word you said?
Smoothie?
Oh, close. Just smooth. All right, smooth. If a food is creamy, it usually means it's smooth when you taste it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Zongha. So creamy, you described it correctly. Creamy is it's a little bit different from ice creamy. Creamy is just something that means smooth, almost a little bit like close to liquid, but not quite. Okay, Hakan. Hakan.
Hello.
Yes, Hakan, what does fiery mean when it comes to taste? Fiery.
Bitter.
Sorry?
Bitter, right?
Not
Use-
bitter. No, I'm looking at the word fiery. Fiery.
Oh, you mean that it has been become black like that?
No, fiery. No, no.
Yeah, I thought it's a fire because
Yeah, no, that's a
putting
good
on the
guess.
pan for too long.
That's right. That's a good guess, but no, that would be burnt. What is fiery? Can you guess? If something tastes fiery, begins with H, Hakan. Begins with H. Something tastes fiery. It is,
Yeah, I don't know.
all right. What, okay, what temperature is a fire? Hakan? Beginning with, sorry?
What would you say?
Sorry, what, a fire is what? A fire is what? What temperature? Beginning with H. Beginning with
High.
the letter H.
High.
High? Give me another one. A very short word, Hakan. Very short word. What temperature is a fire?
Hot.
Yes. Simple. Okay. So a fire is hot. So fiery, when it comes to taste, means hot. Means it's
Oh.
hot. Okay. And it doesn't mean hot as in temperature. It means hot as in spicy.
Oh.
Okay. So if you try something that's fiery, it means it's very spicy. All right. Okay. Glad you learned a new word tonight, Hakan. That's great. Something that is fiery. When you're talking about food, something that is fiery is not burnt. Well, maybe it is burnt, but it's also spicy. It really means spicy. Okay. Fishy is quite obvious. Flavorful is quite obvious too. Fresh is obvious. Fried is obvious. Herbal. Herbal. Herbal means you can taste herbs in something. Okay, there are many different sorts of herbs. By the way, you'll often hear Americans pronounce this word as herbal. They drop the H. I don't know why Americans do this. Americans often talk about herbs. They will say parsley is an herb. Okay, the rest of the English-speaking world uses the H. They will say herbal. But if you ever hear Americans talking about herbs, they actually mean herbs. This is in relation to food. All right, juicy is obvious. Mild is obvious. Tone.
Yeah.
What does peppery mean?
Peppery.
Peppery. We're talking about food here. What does peppery mean?
Maybe it's just something like pepper.
Like pepper, which is, yeah, like pepper. So if something is like pepper, it means it's a little bit what? Can
Spicy.
you? Yes, excellent. A little bit spicy. Something that's peppery is a little bit spicy. Okay, it's not fiery. Fiery is very spicy. Peppery is a little bit spicy. That's good. Thank you, Tone. Plain. All right. Plain means something doesn't taste much of anything. Okay. If you taste something that's plain, maybe I'm trying to think of something plain. Rice, I think, tastes plain. Rice, white rice by itself doesn't taste much of anything. White rice is very plain. Raw is the opposite. Raw is the opposite of what? Knock. Hello, Knock.
I'm here.
Okay, what is raw the opposite of?
Raw.
This word here, raw. Yeah, what is it the opposite of?
I
Not
don't
sure.
know.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, Knock, I'm thinking of a word that begins with C in English. Okay. C. Let me see. It's a word that has 6 letters. The second letter is O.
Oh.
The-
Cook.
Yes, cooked. Very good. Cooked. Raw and cooked are opposites. So if something is raw, it means it hasn't been cooked. Some people like to eat, I don't know if you ever eat steak, Knock, maybe not, but some people like to eat steak that is raw, means it is uncooked. I don't, but some people do. So raw just means something is uncooked. Okay, refreshing. Minduk.
Yes.
Minduk, can you tell me what refreshing means?
I know the meaning, but I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, all right. Can you give me an example of something that might be refreshing then? Give me an example of something, some food or drink that would be refreshing. Can you, Minduk? All right. What if it's a hot day, Minduk? Can you hear me, Minduk?
Yes.
Okay. If it's a hot day, Minduk, what would be a refreshing thing to drink? If it's a hot day, okay, like today is in Hanoi, Mrs. Ha told me. Today is hot in Hanoi. What would be something refreshing to drink?
Yeah, he's out.
Hello, Minduk. Can you hear me?
He's not here.
He's not here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Paula.
Yeah.
Hi, Paula. What would be something refreshing to drink on a hot day?
Something that is cold,
Yes.
like water.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. So something that's refreshing, okay, is usually something that is cool or cold when the temperature is hot. Okay. That's what refreshing is. Thank you, Paula. Ripe is fairly obvious. Roasted, you should know. Rubbery. Michael.
Yep. I'm here.
What does rubbery mean?
Rubbery.
Talking about food. If something is rubbery, what does it taste like?
Nó rất là dai ấy.
Không biết nghĩa của một cái nghĩa khác của từ dai.
Dai như stop. Rất là dai rồi nó rắn rồi nó không nhai được ấy, kiểu đấy, nó giống như kiểu ăn như kiểu cao su. Có cái từ rough.
Okay.
Rough?
Okay, Michael.
Yeah, I think it's rough.
Sorry, you think it's
rough.
Rubbery. Rubbery is something that tastes like rubber.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, but I can't find a word to explain.
I know. Yeah. So the best description of something that's rubbery, it's like chewing something that's made of rubber. Imagine you are chewing, I don't know, your bicycle tire or something like that. I had fried tofu once in a street market, which tasted like
Con bảo
rubbery.
cái ông ăn ở
Was
đâu, cho ông ăn ở Việt Nam thì nó mềm nhũn luôn.
very, very, very undelicious to eat. Something that is rubbery is not usually very nice. Okay, it means it's hard to chew. Something that is soft but very hard to chew and not nice. Okay, thank you, Michael. Salty is obvious, sour is obvious, spicy. Something that is strong, you can have something that has a strong flavor. Sugary, that is something that's very sweet, of course. And the last one is Hakan. Hakan.
Hello.
Okay, Hakan, what is something that is tender? What does tender mean? Do you know?
Well, I think it's easy to bite. Easy to
Yes, yes, excellent.
bite, right?
Yes, yes, tender, something that is tender, very easy to chew. Okay, very easy to chew or bite. Something that is tender. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I'm going to give you just a minute to think about this. All right, then I'm going to go quickly through this. You don't need to talk for 2 minutes. All right, you don't need to talk for 2 minutes, but I do want you to tell me the answer to these questions about your favorite restaurant. Doesn't have to be a restaurant, by the way, it can be a cafe or can be a favorite food. All right, but I want you to try and use some of these adjectives. So instead of saying something is just delicious, try and use a different word instead. Okay. It's almost 1:45, so I'm going to have a very short break before we start on this, all right? Because this is going to take, I know, about 10, 15 minutes to get through all of you. So we're going to have a very short break, just for a couple of minutes for you to stretch your legs, maybe go get a refreshing drink. All right, then we'll come back and start with these. By the way, knock, you're going to be first, okay?
Okay.
Okay, knock, so I'll come back to you in 2 minutes, all right?
All right.
All right, thank you, knock. Remind me, who gave me this picture?
Bảo Minh đúng không Bảo Minh?
Vâng.
Đúng rồi. Okay.
It's
Yes.
me.
Bảo Minh. Bảo Minh presents for you.
Oh,
Yeah. Very nice.
okay. Very nice. Thank you.
Because
Thank
teacher
you
asked
again.
me, but I didn't remember. I remember Bảo Minh, but not for sure. Yeah.
Not for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, yes, he confirms.
He confirms. No, that's great.
Thank you so much.
So, yeah, thank you so much. I really like it. Okay.
I'm glad you like it.
Excellent picture. So I'm going to hang it like this. This is my new office where you can see. So I'm going to hang it on the wall. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
To remind me of Vietnam and remind me of the night we had at the restaurant. So thank you again for the picture. Okay, Knock, are you ready to go?
Yes. I
All right.
mean, I'm not sure, but
All right.
I'm gonna try my best.
Of course, Knock. Thank you. So what I want you to do, Knock, I don't need you to talk for 2 minutes, okay? In fact, I don't want you to talk for 2 minutes. All right?
Yeah.
I just want you to answer these questions about the restaurant, okay? When you're talking to me, and try and use some of these adjectives, okay?
Okay.
Okay, whenever you're ready, please, Knock.
I think I'm ready.
Yes, okay. So you start this off, by the way, by saying, I'd like to tell you, or I want to tell you about my favorite restaurant, okay?
Okay. So I would like to tell you about my favorite restaurant in Hanoi. Actually, I'm not sure that it's a restaurant. It's just a local eatery near my house. And my parents and I often visit here to have a breakfast at the weekends. It looks like at the outside is not really luxurious or new. Is a little bit old, I think, but it's really tiny and like warm, and it had a warm atmosphere, I think. And although there is a variety of dishes in this restaurant, this one is famous for pho. Pho, pho is pho is really flavorful and soft. It's not really salty and raw, so it's really suitable for the local residents as well as visitors and foreigners. So my parents and I enjoyed visiting this restaurant, this local eatery, because it's affordable prices and the hospitable attitude of the owner of this eatery. I mean, of the eatery owner. They
Okay.
are really.
Okay, knock. That is really good. All right. That's really good. That's really good. Now, can you remember what I said ages ago about your last sentence? Can you remember ages ago what I suggested?
And
about the last sentence? What should you do with your last sentence before you start talking? Before you start talking. Can you remember?
Yeah, I should make a conclusion.
Yes, like your last sentence. So you should always think of your last sentence, okay, and write it down. All right?
Yes.
Write it down. Write down your last sentence before you start talking, okay? Because remember, this means that your speech, your talk, always has a definite ending to it. And always, if you write down your last sentence, so that all you do is read your last sentence when you finish talking about all your ideas, okay, it makes your speech sound very neat and tidy and brings it to a very good conclusion. Do you remember I mentioned this a while ago, no?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so this is a good chance for me to remind you. So I think always write down what your last sentence is going to be, all right? In the time when you're thinking, when they give you time to prepare for any speech like this, think of what your last sentence is going to be and write it down. So, for example, you could have said as your last sentence, my parents and I really like this restaurant because it's affordable and it has a really hospitable atmosphere. Okay, that would be a good last sentence. Okay, Knock, that was very good. And remind me about the adjectives you used, Knock. I heard some of them.
Is this flavorful?
Yeah.
Salty,
Yes.
raw,
Salty. Yeah.
and soft.
And salt. Okay, and salty. That was good. That was very good, Knock. Very good try. Okay, thank you. All right, Min Duk.
I don't think he's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Ah, you're here. Okay, welcome back, Min Duk. All right, now, do you know what I want you to do, Min Duk?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to talk to me. I'm not going to time you, okay? So it doesn't have to be 2 minutes long, but I want you to start off by saying, I'm going to tell you about, okay? I'm going to tell you about, and I want you please to try and use some of the adjectives. that we've just discussed. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, please, Minduk.
I'm going to discuss about my favorite restaurant. It is a pizza restaurant which is located in Langa Street, and it looks very modern outside, but a little bit dark and old inside. They serve pizza, fried chicken, roasted bread, and also salad that is creamy and refreshing after a delicious meal. And I often celebrate my birthday there, so this restaurant is very special to me. Um, mm,
Okay, Minduk, I'll stop you there because you just gave me you gave me the perfect ending. All right. What you just said in that last sentence. What was your last sentence, Minduk, that you said to me?
I often celebrate my birthday there, so this restaurant is special to me.
Yes, perfect ending, Minduk. Perfect ending. Perfect. Okay, just stop there. You don't need to say anything more. All right, that is a perfect ending. And as I was saying to Nock, that is the sort of thing you should write down before you start talking. Okay, I often celebrate my birthday there, so that's why this restaurant is very special to me. Okay, is a perfect ending. And that's a great way to finish a talk about your favorite restaurant. All right, Minduk, that was good. All right, and it was good to hear. I heard you say roasted. I heard you say creamy. What else did you say?
Fried and
Fried, yep.
refreshing.
Yes, and refreshing. Excellent. That's good use of adjectives. All right, thank you, Minduk. That was good. Okay, that was good. So again, remember to have write down the start if you need to, although the start isn't so hard to remember. I'd like to tell you about, or I want to tell you about my favorite restaurant. Okay, that's easy to remember. But the important thing to write down is your last sentence, always. A sentence that makes a neat and tidy conclusion to your talk. Okay, Paula.
Oh yeah.
All right, Paula, whenever you are ready.
So I'm going to describe my favorite restaurant today. Okay, just a second. Okay. And it is a small restaurant which sells rib rice, a special dish in Hội And looking from outside, it's a two-floor restaurant, which is really tastefully decorated. When you go inside, it's really spacious, but still cozy, and with the main wall color is a warm yellow color. It has a diverse options and choice of food in the menu, but the food we order, which is rice rib, is the most thing that I like. The rice is really well cooked, and the rib was roasted, flavorful, and really tender. It was really special to me because that was the first place I went to on holiday with my family since I was back to Vietnam, which is a really memorable and precious experience I had. So that's why it's my favorite place to eat out, and I'm definitely coming back there.
Okay, very good, Paula. Excellent ending. Okay, excellent. Did you need to write that down, or could you think of that in your head?
No, I just thought about that. I was
Okay,
going to
that's
write it down, but yeah.
yeah, that's fine. But that's a good ending, Paula. Excellent ending. Okay. Just one thing I heard you say, and thank you for using the adjectives too. Which were the ones I heard you say?
Flavorful,
Yes.
roasted,
Yeah.
and tender. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. No, that's great. Good use of adjectives. you said to me a sentence that wasn't quite correct. You said something like the most that they had the most thing that I like. You said something like that. All right. Do you know what you should have said instead? I wrote it down. Yes, you said to me, they have the most thing that I like. They have the most thing that I like. Can you correct that sentence, Paula?
I think I said the most dish that I liked.
Okay, so you need to just turn a couple of the words around. All right. They had the thing, they had the dish that I like the most. Okay. That is the order of words in that sentence. All right. They had the dish that I like the most. Not the most dish that I like. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. They had the dish that I like the most is how you do that sentence. Otherwise, that was perfect, Paula. Very good. Thank you. Okay, Michael. Okay, Michael. So you know what to do?
Yep. Do I start?
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
All right. So hello everyone. And today I would like to introduce you my favorite restaurant. First, it's located in the middle town of the Holgum Street. No, the Holgum Street is one of the most popular place to visit. So the restaurant have a lot of visitors. And outside, it looks like a traditional place. So it looks very old and but shabby. But in the inside, it is very stylish. I don't know what to explain about this. Like looks outside, it looks old and shabby, but inside it looks like a five-star restaurant. So how do I use a word to describe it? Can you give me a word?
You're asking me a question. Sorry, I thought it was part of your speech.
Oh.
Okay, so outside you were saying it looks very old and shabby, but inside it looks what?
Like
It
a five-star
looks
restaurant.
so inside it looks, you could say, well, there are lots of adjectives, of course. Inside you could say it looks very luxurious. It looks very contemporary and modern.
Modern life.
Just modern, okay?
Oh, okay.
Inside
So,
it
yeah.
looks very modern. So outside it looks old and shabby. Inside it looks very modern.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
got it. Let me
Okay.
say, repeat it again.
Yeah.
So from the outside, it looks very old and shabby, but when you enter the restaurant, it looks really luxury, like a luxury restaurant. And there are a wide category of food that is served there. So we have all kind of food: fiery, burnt, fishy, flavorful, and fresh food. And I will explain to you was some type of food that is served there. There are steaks, which is medium rare. You can choose the flavor with sauce coming with it. There are dishes that contains traditional food like phở cuốn, uh, phở cuốn, bánh đá. I don't know. I don't remember what kind of food there. And lastly, you have served with some handkerchief and spoon and dishes. So what makes this store special to me and others is that in my 5-year-old When I was 5 years old, I came here once, and there was three birthdays being celebrated in this restaurant, and I got invited into two of them. So it gave me a very special feelings about, I mean, emotion about this restaurant. And overall, this restaurant is a perfect place for the visitor from other countries to come here. Thank you for listening.
Okay, great ending, Michael. Thank you. I look forward to coming to this restaurant next time I visit Hanoi. Okay. Okay, we can go there together. Okay, that was good, Michael. Just a little bit. What am I trying to say? Your pauses were a little bit too long. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll
Just a
remind
little
that.
bit. Yeah, just a little bit. And it's almost like partway through your talk, you almost went off the road a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I did
Inst-
notice that. That's why I changed it a little bit after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But apart from that, it was good. Good description, good use of the adjectives. Oh, just be careful. One adjective you used, I think you talked about the restaurant being very luxury. You said, I think you said it's very luxury. The correct adjective is luxurious. Luxurious. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Luxury is a noun. All right. You need to use the adjective, which is luxurious.
Okay.
Okay. All right. But thank you, Michael. And a good ending. All right. I like the story about how you got invited to the different birthday parties too. That was great. All right.
Thank you.
Very funny. Very good thing to have in a speech like that. Okay. Hakan, please.
Hello.
Okay, Hakan, are you ready to talk?
Maybe.
I'm sure you are. Okay. Whenever you're ready, please.
Okay, so I'm ready. So can I start?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I would tell you about my favorite restaurant. It's KFC. It's located in many places in the world, but what I always eat most is in Hanoi City, which is the capital city of Vietnam. So from the outside, you can see the symbol of it is Mr. It's a symbol of Mr. Holland Sanders, the one who created this restaurant from the outside. Yeah. When you come into the restaurant, you can see it has good stuff with an clean and huge environment in there. About food, it's served many fast foods such as fried chicken with many tastes like spicy or sour, or maybe tender too. And it also serves some refreshing vegetables. Because my family always eat this restaurant when has special occasions, so it becomes special to me, and that is the reason why it's become my favorite restaurant.
Okay, good ending. All right. Okay. Oh, a good ending, by the way, always improves your speech. Okay,
Okay.
Hakan, if you have a good ending, it always makes, for some reason, and this is maybe the way our brains work, if you have a good, strong ending, like you did, okay, it always makes what went before sound better, if that makes sense. Okay. So even if you maybe made a few mistakes or stumbles in the middle of your speech, if you have a good, strong ending, it makes up for that. That was good, Hakan. Just a couple of words weren't quite correct. One of them, when you were describing inside the restaurant, you told me it was clean, didn't you? When you said inside the restaurant, it's
yeah,
clean.
I use the word environment, but I think it's not true, right?
Yeah, it's probably, the word isn't quite correct. The inside of the restaurant, you could say it has a very clean interior. Do you
Oh,
know
oh.
this word?
No.
Interior is better. Interior is a more formal word meaning inside. Okay, such as the interior of my apartment, the inside of my apartment. Do you know what the opposite of interior is?
Interior.
Interior is inside. What is outside?
Outerior.
Not quite. Exterior. Exterior.
Oh.
As in spelled EX. Okay,
Okay.
exterior. Exterior. Okay, so in this case, interior is a better word than environment.
Okay.
All right, environment is okay, but it's not quite correct. When you're talking about the inside of a restaurant, you don't usually talk about the environment. Okay, environment usually means something outside, something bigger, like the environment of Hanoi.
Okay.
All right, but that's good, Hakan. And again, like I say, good ending always makes a difference. Okay, thank you. Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Zung Ha. I'm waiting for you. Okay, please amaze me. Please amaze me with your talk. All right.
I will try.
Okay, thank you.
I want to tell you about the chain of hot pot restaurant. It's named Manwa. It's located in anywhere in my city. Outside it look very massive and with it looks very massive with red and white color. It's the main dish is hot pot, but it got another service like bubble tea or ice cream and maybe dessert that you can also have. When eating hot pot, you can have with many different dish, or like spicy meat, or it also have fry. Can remember the name of the food?
Yes, keep going.
But I cannot remember the name of the food.
Okay, just say it also has fruit. Okay, also has delicious fruit. Delicious
It also
fruit.
have many delicious fruit.
Yep.
Eat with the hot pot. It also have many special service like noodle dance, or it have new one is tea dance. This restaurant is very special to me because it's where I go with my families to spend time with them in the weekend or in special occasion.
Okay, and that is the end?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good ending. All right, good ending. Just make sure, Zung Ha, when you're ending, that you end with your pitch going down, all right?
Okay.
Okay, it's a time when it's where I go with my family at the weekend or on special occasions. All right, say it like that. Okay, it's where I go with my family on the weekend or on special occasions. All right, if you have the pitch going up, it makes it sound like the sentence isn't finished yet. So make sure when you have your last sentence, you have the pitch going down. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Did you use any of the adjective words, Sung Ha?
I think I use only one is spicy.
Yes, I heard spicy. Okay. All right. I'm glad you used at least one. All right, but I'd like next time I would like to hear some more. All right.
Okay.
Okay, but thank you, Zung Ha. All right, and I think you are one of the first people, I think, to mention the colors of the restaurant. That was good. You think you talked about red and white. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. It's good. Always good when you're talking about what a restaurant or anything looks like. Mention the colors. Always good to mention the colors. That's great. Okay, thank you, Zung Ha. Last one, Tone, please. Tone.
Okay.
Okay, Tone, thank you for being patient and waiting so long.
Okay.
Oh, whenever you're ready, please.
I'm going to talk about a small place near my house. It's a pho restaurant. It's it's like a place where people go and eat different kinds of pho. Like said, it's located just about 20 or 30 meters from my house. It's at the corner of the street. It's a four floor buildings with white cover, and the atmosphere inside is very cozy. It's a small restaurant, so they just sell some different kind of pho and different kind of um fried rice. The things that special about this restaurant is that uh, it sell it sell food and make food very quick. So when I was late or when I'm too lazy to cook myself, I can go there and have a meal. So that's my favorite for restaurant.
Okay, good ending. That's my favorite pho restaurant. That's very good, Hakan. Did you use Tone, sorry. Did you use any of the adjectives, Tone?
Yeah, I fried. Just fried.
Just fried. Okay. So please, next time we do this, please try to use some more when you're describing the foods, when you're describing the pho. Okay. Just be careful, and a couple of the others did this as well. So this one is for all of you. Please remember to pronounce the S's on the ends of words that have S's. I think, Tone, I didn't hear you, Tone, and maybe you said it, but I couldn't hear because of the connection. You talked about different kind of pho and different kind of fried rice. You need to make sure you say the S on the end of kinds. Different kinds of pho and different kinds of fried rice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and also I think you said to me, they make food very quick.
Very quickly.
So yeah, it should be quickly.
Yeah.
They make food very quickly. I think you said make food very quick. So just be careful of, just make sure you're using the right form of the word. But again, that comes with practice. Okay, thank you everyone for doing that exercise, and thank you for being patient while everybody else was giving their talk. I know this takes a long time to do, but I think it's important that you get used to speaking like this without me asking you questions, that you get used to giving talks like this. And we'll do this every couple of weeks so you can get more familiar with this. Now, I know we haven't got long left, just over 10 minutes, but I will start this next exercise with you, which we will continue with next week. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this link with you so that you can write on this document. Actually, because we're going to be running out of time, I'm just going to actually talk to you about this exercise, which some of you may recognize from a couple of months ago, but I think it's worth doing again to make sure you get practice at this. So we're probably not going to get time to start writing about, but we will next week. Okay, so this is all about writing a paraphrase and thesis statement for essay topics. So when you come to write an essay for not just the Ielts, but for any exam, you normally are expected to paraphrase the subject or title of the essay, and also give a thesis statement. Now, a thesis statement usually appears at the conclusion of the introductory paragraph. And a thesis statement offers a concise summary of the main point or claim of the essay, usually just one sentence. And what that means is it's a summary of what your opinion is or what you are going to be writing about in the essay. Paula.
Yeah.
Hello, Paula. What does concise mean, by the way?
Concise is like when you write enough, not too long or not too
Correct.
short.
Yeah, correct. Very good. Thank you, Paula. Concise, well, actually, it just means basically short. Concise means not long or short. So a concise summary means something that is a summary that is quite short, not long. And that's why I say usually just one sentence. Right, we're going to have a look at an example of this now. So again, like I say, some of you might remember we did this a couple of months ago, but it's worth doing again. So this is an example of the sort of essay question that you will get in the Ielts test. Okay, Michael.
Yep. Yeah.
Hello, Michael. Michael, can you read the example for me, please?
Some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school, while others think it is a waste of time. Discuss both sides and give your opinions.
Okay.
Paraphrase.
That's all right. No, you can stop now, Michael. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. All right. And let me see. Knock.
I'm here.
Okay, Knock, that's good. We haven't heard from you for half an hour, seeing as you got to give the speech first. But can you read the paraphrase for me, please?
Okay. Paraphrase. A lot of parents agree that schools should teach their students art, but other parents think schools should focus on subjects like science, math, and literature.
All right. Thank you, Knock. Good reading. All right. So you can see how I have paraphrased the essay, the main essay topic. You can see how I've paraphrased it in the sentence. So instead of saying, some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school, I've said a lot of parents agree that schools should teach their students art. But other parents think schools should focus on subjects like science, maths, and literature. So I have substituted parents for some people. Okay, I've said that agree that schools should teach their students art instead of think that art is an essential subject. Instead of saying, well, others think it is a waste of time, I said that other parents think schools should focus on subjects like science, maths, and literature. All right, so that's how I've paraphrased it. Okay, my thesis statement don't really need one for this particular essay, all right? But this has how I would start off my next paragraph. Remember, actually, I should ask you this. Hakan. Hello, Hakan.
Okay.
Is he not there?
Yeah.
Okay, Tone, please.
Yeah.
All right, Tone. Can you remember what an essay consists of? Okay, so the first part of an essay is an introduction. What do you have then?
And 2 paragraphs.
Yep. And what are they called? What is the name of those paragraphs? Begins with B. Begins with what? what is this?
The body.
Correct. 2 body paragraphs, 2 or 3 body paragraphs, and then what is the last paragraph called?
The endings.
Okay, or the more formal word, the more academic word is not called the ending, but it is called the, begins with C.
Conclusion.
Yes, conclusion. Okay, very good, Tone. Okay, so you have an introduction. This is for all of you. Remember, you have an introduction to start an essay, 2 or 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Okay, so this would be the introduction, this thesis statement to the first of my body paragraphs. Who haven't I talked to? Minduk.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Minduk, what do you think of this topic? What is your opinion? All right. Some people think that art is an essential subject. Okay, but other people think it's a waste of time. What do you think, Minduk?
I think that art is an essential subject for children.
So do you think schools should teach art to children?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And you think that schools shouldn't just teach maths and science and chemistry? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, Minduk. And next question. So why do you think it is important for children to learn art?
Because art can improve their imagination and their creativity.
Okay, good. So Minduk, you've got the start of your essay. That's very good. Very good. Zung Ha,
Yes,
what do you think? Is art an essential subject for children at school, or is it a waste of time?
I think art is an essential subject for children at school
Okay, and
because
yeah, why?
because it can help children relax after hard hour at school while study science, math, or literature. And it also can help children become more creative.
Okay, so you think it can help children relax from more serious subjects? Is that
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
and also helps improve their creativity.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, last one, Tone. Tone, please.
Yeah.
All right, Tone, what do you think?
I think art is not essential subject for me.
Okay, and why is that?
Because not every job require art, and some students don't like art. So I think it's not very essential. Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Sorry, Tone, I didn't hear your second reason. So you said not many jobs require art. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was your other reason?
My other reason is not many students like art. So I think it's not very essential.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's very good, Tone. I'm glad you took the opposite opinion from some of the others. That's good. All right. But again, it's good to get you thinking like this in English, because then you have the basis for the essay. So for example, Tone, you could say your first reason, so your first body paragraph, Tone, would be about how art isn't really useful in many jobs. All right, does that make sense?
Yeah.
You would write a few lines about that. And what would your second body paragraph be, Tone? Sorry, Tone, I can't hear you. The connection is not very good.
I think my second paragraph I want to write about
You were saying before that you told me you think not many students like art.
yeah.
Okay, so that's what your second body paragraph would be.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how, thank you for the three of you who've given me your examples. This is how you construct your introduction and your two body paragraphs. And then your conclusion is just basically a summary of what you have already said in the essay. So the first paragraph, the introductory paragraph, is a paraphrase of the topic. The first body paragraph that comes after the introduction is your first idea. All right, so Tone says art isn't very useful for many jobs. All right, so that was his first body paragraph. Someone else might say, but art is very good for relaxing. Okay, that will be that body paragraph. Then you have your second idea in the second body paragraph. Then your conclusion is basically a summary of what you've already written in the essay. So that is how you construct an essay. That's how you start to construct it, by thinking of ideas, paraphrasing the first topic, or paraphrasing the topic or subject. Okay, and then your last part is the conclusion, which is summarizing what has gone before. And that is the end of the lesson for today. Can you all turn your cameras on, please? So I can see you to say goodbye. Okay. Very nice to see all of you. By the way, just on the subject of art, I, some years ago, went to France, and I went to the south of France, where they have cave paintings. Some of you might have heard of these. These paintings, they go back about 15,000 years. Now, I don't know about you, but I think 1,000 years ago seems like a long time to me. 1,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago was when Jesus Christ, for those of you who know about Christianity, was born 2,000 years ago. That seems like ancient time to me. So 15,000 years ago is really hard to imagine. But even 15,000 years ago, you can go into these caves and you can see beautiful paintings that someone has done of all the animals that were around in that area at that time. 15,000 years ago. And the reason I mention this is because if I was writing an essay about art, okay, I would start off by saying something about, 15,000 years ago, at the very start of civilization, men and women were painting things. So art somehow is very important to people. Okay, so that's my idea for that. Anyway, just thought I'd leave you with that for the rest of the afternoon. So I'm not going to hold you up. I know, sorry, I've gone a little bit over time. So I hope the rest of you have a very happy and pleasant afternoon. I hope you find something refreshing to drink, because I know it's hot outside. Maybe eating some raw vegetables. I know Mrs. Ha likes eating raw vegetables, especially celery. Pineapple. Very delicious. Okay, so I hope some of you can have something refreshing and cool to drink or eat this afternoon, and that you all get enough rest for the rest of today. And unless there are any questions, I will see you all next Sunday. Oh, actually, or will I, Mrs. Ha?
No, I'm so sorry. Next week we will be off because
Yes, you told me. Of course, you're going to the
yes.
resort.
Because we are going to have a short vacation for today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Can I come?
Okay,
Can I come?
please come here and
Okay.
join us.
Okay, I'll book my flight.
Yeah, Bảo Minh, yes, all of them here are Bảo Minh, Minh Đức, Ngọc Hà, Paula, all of them join, because they need to relax after a very long time.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I will see you all in 2 weeks. I hope you all have a very happy weekend next weekend at the resort. I wish I could come with you. Anyway, thank you for concentrating this afternoon, and I will see you in 2 weeks.
Tuần sau còn 3 bạn khác nghỉ các con nhé. Đến tuần sau nữa chúng mình học. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
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 Chào con.